As One Direction continue to conquer the boy band world, JLS have announced that after 5 years they've split. They rose to fame back in 2008 on the X Factor and took to their official website to announce the news. Sad, sad times. Alicia, was this always on the cards? Because it's a bit of a shock to me.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a shock to their fans who, have been hoping for new material and everything. But yeah, I think it's something that's been on the cards for a while. If you take a look at their last album, they released it in November and they only released one single from it, and then it kind of just sort of trailed off. So
okay, so they're already feeling that they were fizzling out a little bit.
Yeah.
Why do you think they've split, or why do you think they've decided to call time?
Well, I think they've had, considering they came from the X Factor, they've had a really good run for 5 years. But I think it's just it's kind of run its course. They've kind of drifted off into their own projects, and they're kind of settling down in their personal lives. So yeah, I think with the age thing as well, they're getting a bit older, and yeah, I just think it came to a natural end.
It's time to call this sort of boy band act, call
Yeah.
time on it. One Direction and The Wanted have found like an enormous amount of fame over in America. Is that something they ever tried to do?
I think there was talk that they were going to go over to America and try and pursue a career there. They never actually got there, and I think that does have to do with the fact that they have so many other younger bands and artists to compete with. So again, that's the age thing,
In the music industry, they're old. They're
Yeah.
past it. In the boy band
they're a
world,
man band now.
very true, man band. Will they be missed by fans? Like they have a very loyal fan base, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think it was a case that their fan base trailed off. It's just, I think them personally, they're getting older, but they've always had this loyal fan base. So yeah, it's going to be sad.
I guess they want to sort of bow out gracefully, really.
Yeah,
didn't
exactly.
they?
Bow out on a high. Is
Absolutely. Are we going to see any of them do a new solo career, music-wise?
I think music-wise, from the looks of things, they're kind of doing different projects. Marvin is probably the only one who's doing the closest to music. He's a DJ now on Capital FM. He's DJing in clubs and everything. Aston is doing a dance competition show.
Yes.
JB's a farmer, so that's...
JB's a farmer?
Yeah.
This is news to me. When did JB turn into a farmer?
I think it's developed over the last year. He was actually on Country File recently, so...
I love that. JB's going into farming, as you do.
I think Orisha probably, like Marvin, is probably the closest to music. He was managing a girl band called Vida, but they split up recently, and I think he was in talks to manage Union J, but that fell through, so he's definitely trying to go through the music management route.
Okay, so he's staying within the industry, but none of them are going to be sort of releasing singles.
No, I don't
as
think we'll see that soon.
artists.
No.
And do you think we'll see them get back together? Because it does feel like a lot of these bands, Westlife, Take That, they sort of say, oh, we're over, and then they cash it in a sort of 5-10 years time, saying let's do a reunion tour.
Yeah, well, this year seems to be the year of the reunions.
Absolutely.
We've got everyone coming back. I think that they said they're still the best of friends, and they seem to be genuinely close, so I'd say a reunion is definitely on the cards in the future.
So do not fear, JLS fans. I'm sure they'll be doing they're doing their farewell tour, aren't they?
They've still got the farewell tour, they've still got a goodbye album to come, so
we've still got a little bit of JLS action going on, and then we've got our fingers crossed that in a couple of years time they'll get back together. Well, thank you so much for chatting, Alicia.
No
For
problem.
more music news, make sure you keep it right here at entertainmentwise.com.